The biggest moment of the year has arrived, y'all. Sony has come out with the announcement of the new, long-awaited PlayStation 5 Pro. And let me tell you how awesome it is.
Yep.
$700.
Not including the stand.
Not including the stand or disk drive. And it comes with 3 big things that they were all about.
What is it?
An upgraded GPU.
Okay.
They advanced ray tracing, not just advanced ray tracing.
What does that mean?
And then PSSR, which is post something, which is like their DLSS or whatever, but the PlayStation version.
Yeah.
But PSSR, which stands for pisser, which I think is funny. Get it? Pisser? Yeah.
Pisser.
It's pretty funny. I just thought it was funny.
Okay.
And that's it.
Nope.
And
also 2 terabytes.
Oh yeah, that they did. But they didn't even they didn't sell that in the conversation.
The fucking biggest sale for
that should have been the biggest
console.
freaking thing. Is the 2 terabytes?
Not 1, 2 terabytes.
Thank God.
After I spent $100 on 1 terabyte.
Yeah, exactly.
You motherfuckers.
So we have this brand new console coming out in November, and it's going to I think the biggest point here is that it's a $700 console that's going to add a pro mode to all of your games that you play. So you have graphic, you have fidelity, and then you have pro, or graphic, performance, and then pro. And pro is going to
making upwards
most of the time allow you to play 4K 60 frames per second, whereas right now the PlayStation 5, most games can only output 30 frames per second in 4K. And that's really the gist of it.
I see no problems with that.
Yeah.
I don't know, because Helldivers 2, what do you guys play it on?
Performance. I play everything on performance.
What the fuck if I know? I can't tell goddamn difference. I'm glad you guys can.
So what do you?
But I'm
what do you
fucking
play
good.
on?
I just play it.
He probably just plays performance then. Or maybe it's fidelity.
No,
I
I
don't
think
know.
it's set to fidelity.
Really?
I play on fidelity.
Is that default?
I think it is.
Okay. I'm surprised. I don't know how you guys play fidelity.
I've played both.
Y'all
I played
tripping.
Helldivers both. I like fidelity because you can actually see into the distance, and then it's just different in performance, and you can't see as much. Things have to get closer to you before they pop in. I feel like there's some pop in. Anyway, I play fidelity. I think it's fine. There's some lag sometimes, but I think at this point, Helldivers 2 being a pretty crazy game with the explosions and bugs and a lot of stuff on screen, it performs fine now. It's been optimized very, very, very well. I enjoy it. I don't notice a difference.
Man, that's crazy.
I don't notice that it's 30 FPS.
Man, that's crazy.
And that's coming from someone who loves 60 FPS. 60 is the standard.
I cannot play 30 FPS.
I can't fucking tell the difference. I think it's so goddamn minute, and I don't think an extra fucking couple bucks is going to change it.
Oh man, it feels so crazy to me. But yeah, so I mean that's the big thing. It's is this this is so it's a 30% faster CPU. Well, no, I didn't think the CPU was better. Oh yeah, maybe. Okay, so it is going to. Let me actually pull up this article. I had ChatGPT do a little description for me. I think they fucked up a little bit. I think they made some shit up because ChatGPT does that. So this is give me the stats, damn it. Sorry, y'all. Trying to make sure I have all the stats correct. So it's redesigned, but it's not any smaller really. It's a little bit slimmer, I think, on the height wise and stuff like that, but it's about the same form factor. Slight redesign. Don't love it. Agree. Austin, it kind of looks like they just put some tape around the edges of it.
Assuming those are vent ports.
Maybe.
Side of it.
Maybe. Probably.
Since now they're really promoting it for it to stand straight up.
Yeah, which is also kind of crazy because you have to buy the stand.
Yeah, $30.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell? Why are they doing that? Did you see how much the disk drive is?
50?
Is it? Damn.
I can't remember.
You're probably right. So this comes out November 7th. All right, so 67% more compute units in the current console and 28% faster memory. So overall, this enables up to 45% faster rendering for gameplay, making the experience smoother. The advanced ray tracing is more powerful. It provides more dynamic reflection and refraction of light. This allows the rays to be cast at double and at times triple the speeds of the current console. And then there's AI-driven upscaling that's called PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, and it uses machine learning technology to provide super sharp image clarity by adding an extraordinary amount of detail.
I can't.
Okay, I see the difference, but
It's so slight though. Like,
I
am
barely
I really
see
that?
it.
the details that you have, like, honestly, you need my TV, I have an 85-inch, to really like dig in and notice. But most of these games are action oriented, so but you're not going to sit there and look at this stuff. Like, it just seems.
I don't think it's worth it, man.
Yeah, it's not. That, like, it literally is minute details that are being upgraded. For what? Like, okay, yes, maybe you get a little higher FPS on fidelity, which is great. I like that. But for an extra $200,
Yeah. That's the big killer for me. It's like, I want this so bad because
no one's gonna buy this.
I would love to have
In this
4K 60
In this
like,
economy, yeah.
because I mean, I am the target market for this thing because I just like I don't want 30 frames per second. I don't. And this is the market for me, but like $700, and people were like, "Oh, well, you know, a computer is like crazy expensive." But it's like
But
you can customize so much more with the computer.
And plus, I have so many other games as well on the PC.
And the console is meant to be plug and play, affordable. Like, it's meant to be the more affordable, approachable option for gamers, I feel like.
Yes.
And this is just like, I mean, this is pricing everybody out. And I'm just like, I'm surprised that they chose this price point and didn't just take a loss to push more units a little bit, just to encourage more sales of these games that they're touting are going to have. And it was also odd to me that's like this 9-minute presentation, they're showing games that came out at the launch of the PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
It's like somebody was talking about, where the hell is Astrobot? Like, Astrobot just came out. It's a gorgeous game.
Yep.
Put that shit on here and show us how much it runs.
Yeah, those
better,
are vent ports.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like the PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 4 Pro was a more significant jump and worth buying than this is. I mean, we're to the point, technically, if you look on paper, the Xbox Series X is like better in every way. But I think when it comes to optimization for the games playing on PlayStation, like, you're solid.
Yeah, we
don't
can't go any further.
We don't need a Pro. We need the next one.
Would you say that
I
you're
don't
in
think
a...
we need a next one. What's the next one going to do?
True.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I guess where I was going with that is, like, if you wanted to bring something else out, let it be the next iteration of the PlayStation and have new games to go along with it. Like, this is, like, at this point, we don't need this. If you want something better, I mean, I don't know where we go after the PlayStation 4 or 5. Because in my opinion, like, where we're at is fine. Like, next step is a computer.
Well, I mean, the next step would be like basically what, like, real life, you know, it's like you can, I mean, I feel
it'd
like
be better than a computer, right?
But
Yeah.
I don't see us, like, I think we have reached the limit of consoles. There's no fucking way we can get any better.
I don't. I mean,
I have some
optimization, sure.
performance like that's for me, that's the biggest thing is the performance. Like, when I play Helldivers, sometimes my thing starts lagging like nobody's business.
Really?
I've had a lot of like lag issues, and it could just be my iteration of my console, but I've had it in like really intense, like crazy, and I'm on performance mode. So like I've had moments where it just like it's like slows down, and it's like I'm trying to kill people, and it's just like choppy and stuff like that.
I've never
So
had that happen with Helldivers.
yeah, I don't know why
Never.
why I'm getting so many issues there.
I early on I've had that, but recently I don't have.
I
it.
don't
Yeah.
have it at all. Ever since I started that game, I've never had that issue.
Yeah. But that's the only game I've had it in. I haven't had it anywhere else really. And that's why it's so weird to me that this is
Okay, so
don't know who it's for.
this is here. I mean, technically we're at the end of the life cycle for the PlayStation 5. I mean, what's the price of the PlayStation 6 going to be? You know,
It's probably gonna be the same price as a PC.
like $1,000. I mean, no way, it's $1,000.
$1,200.
And I think, like, early on, even for PlayStation 4, like, the price point, they're losing money, and they were trying to gain money with subscriptions and games,
Yeah.
especially PlayStation proper games. So, I mean, there's no way the PlayStation 6 is going to be $700. And why would you
I
release?
think it will be.
Why would you release a new console the next year, 2, maybe 3, and make it less than the PlayStation Pro? You know what I mean?
Well, I would
5 Pro.
I would bet you we don't see a PlayStation 6 until 2029, 28 maybe at the earliest. So another 4 or 5 years, I would say. I feel like it's going to extend it.
PlayStation 4 Pro last before the 5?
Well, you have,
like
you
3 or
have to
4
also
years?
think about another thing about like this whole thing is like we had COVID happen when they were trying to come out with games, but a lot of places had to stop and all that jazz. I think we are still feeling the remnants of that. And I think the PlayStation 5 is going to last longer just because of that. Because, like, how many great Sony titles came out this year? Like, truly great Sony titles.
I can't think of one.
And that's, to me, is very a rare occasions for Sony anyways.
4 years between the Pro and the PlayStation 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can predict potentially a 4-year gap.
4-year gap.
Yeah. So I would guess we'd be looking at at the earliest 2028. But I mean, like you mentioned, it's like, or what you guys both mentioned, that graphics things are slowing down as far as like in advancements. So they just announced the iPhone 16, and it's like it's not much different than the iPhone 15. The iPhone 14 was much different. It's like they're just little tiny incremental updates now. I feel like we've hit this point of like they say things are exponentially growing in technology. I feel like we've kind of hit a point where it's not, unless there's like a new form factor or a new iteration. So it's like, you know, if we were at a point where everybody was investing in VR, then I could see that starting to do leaps and bounds forward of, you know, evolution. But at this point, I mean, like this stuff already looks good. Like there's nothing more that it needs. Like if this thing was $500, $550 maybe, even 600, I probably would have bought it.
600.
600, I think I would have bought it just because I really want that 4K at 60 frames per second.
Yes.
But I'm just like, so expensive.
Yeah. Like an extra $200 for a little fidelity, which, yeah, sure, it's great. Like, if you don't have one, I mean, I don't think you could convince an average consumer to spend $700 on a console, even if they don't have one. Like, I don't think I would tell anyone to buy this console if they're a first-time buyer.
I want to get it just to have it, but my PlayStation 5 is fine. If it broke, maybe. But shit, dude.
But you could always trade in your console.
Now,
To help
trade-in
offset
value for that
the-
is like
Maybe 200. If you're lucky, it's
less than that.
200.
Maybe.
Well, so apparently GameStop's going to buy my PlayStation 5 for $230.
$230.
$231, yeah.
Why do you know that?
Because I looked it up. Because I was want to buy one. As expensive as it is, I looked it up, and that's the base model PlayStation 5 with the disc drive. I think it was $231.
What's the disc drive for the Pro? How much was it? I could have swore it was like outrageous. I know the stand. I'm pretty sure the stand was like $30, and I'm like,
Hey, you don't even get that.
what the fuck?
Well, see, they've
Or maybe I got the two backwards. Maybe the stand's not that much.
$80.
$80. Fuck my ass. Then I might be right about how much is a stand?
How much? What is that?
That's for the disc drive.
$80.
Wait, so if you want to get the Pro with the disc drive, it's $80?
No, disc drive is sold separately.
Oh,
Yeah, there's no disc drive on the PlayStation 5 Pro.
yeah. Holy shit!
$30.
$30. I was right. The stand is $30.
So I would have to spend $700, and if you wanted the disc drive, it's going to be $80, and if you wanted a stand, it's going to be an extra $30.
You're going to be paying $815 ish to get it
Plus
with all the
tax.
stuff. Yeah, plus tax. Looking at $900.
Fucking $1,000 already.
Fuck, dude.
You know,
That is insane.
yeah. Might
Black Friday's around the corner.
Might as well buy a computer at that point, you know?
Seriously.
Yeah.
You could buy a computer that could play stuff way better for this price.
I don't know about that, but you could buy a nice computer. But
Yeah, I bought a nice computer. Only cost
don't know,
me
man.
$1,300.
can you do 4K on yours?
I think so.
60 frames?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you go.
I think I paid $1,300 for my
Yeah,
computer.
there you go.
Pre-built.
Not bad.
Whatever.
Well, yeah, even if you couldn't get the computer, you just spend an extra few $100, and I'm sure you can get the computer that could outbeat the PlayStation 5 Pro.
So it's kind of disappointing. So here's what I've heard people talking about that I think is interesting that I could see being a good point. And that, so this is coming out now. There's no games launching aside of it. You know, we just got Astrobot, but like Sony doesn't have any other like big, huge things dropping, right? Yeah. But next year, Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out. Yeah. And there's a high probability that could push consoles here. Yeah. Because people are like, Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to have like the best graphics and the best look, this, that, whatever. And maybe that they're like, oh, now is when I buy it. I need the game for that. So they're like putting it out there now before it's too late. And then
saying I need to get one
for one game though. Like,
yeah, dude. That one game's gonna be awesome.
Way better now.
And then it's not gonna come out on PC for like another 2 years because that's how they usually do it with Rockstar.
Yep.
Or a year, but yeah.
Well, I'm trying to remember. Did we get the PlayStation 4 Pro before or after Marvel's Avengers? Because I know that
before it was during the transition.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I remember whenever it came out, I was like, "Holy shit, it plays so much better on PS4 Pro."
I had a Pro.
Yeah, we might have gotten it before.
Maybe it was going from PS4 Pro to 5.
Because I had a Pro before I moved here to.
That's what it was.
Texas.
It was moving to 5. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
because if you had the PS4, you basically couldn't play Marvel's Avengers.
Yeah.
But if you had the Pro, you could. And
your PlayStation 4 will be screaming.
Oh yeah, it was a nightmare. You get lag and stutter and all kinds.
Well, I
of
remember
stuff.
the loading times were like 3 minutes long for people and stuff like that on PS4. So
Yeah. Anyway,
yeah,
I just felt like that was such a better leap forward.
Yeah, I feel this is it's a weird approach. I mean, I was so excited for a Pro to come out because I was also hoping the form factor would have been a lot smaller. Like they would have finally figured out how to make it like a little bit tinier. So it was like the PS5 Slim's a little bit smaller, but like even that's like, I don't know. I just was hoping for something to be not as girthy, you know?
But the Slim, the thermals aren't as great, right?
Right.
Yeah. Like if you got the original PS5, like the thermals were great because they eventually changed the layout.
Yeah.
In later iterations outside of the Pro, but I don't know. I feel like you want to keep the cost down. Like why do the 2 terabyte? I feel like that just adds a lot more cost that you don't need.
That adds
like,
an extra $200.
Like why not just take that away, leave it at 1,000, and let people buy peripherals if they want to.
I feel like it would have just not been as well. Actually, no, I take that back because like they didn't sell that there was 2 terabytes on here. Yeah, nobody knew that until after the fact when they started reading the specs. Like that should have been the 4th point that they had was like 2 terabytes solid state. You know, like I don't know. And then some people, there was also rumors that they were going to redesign or provide an upgrade to the DualSense. That didn't happen. So it's just a little bit faster.
I don't know how they could have sold this. Like what they could have added to make it like, oh yeah, I want this.
Well, I was hoping they were going to pitch like you never have to worry about selecting a performance or graphic mode. Yeah, like it just goes away.
Always goes away.
And it just always plays the best quality. But I just don't think they can do that. And they also can't partner with all these groups to like change that because it's like you got different iterations of people like still developing for old consoles versus new. And
but 700, 600 would have been the price point.
Yeah,
it's just a hard sell, man. Hard sell.
Yep. It's right at the edge. Yeah. This is like the same situation of the, I mean, we've had the same conversation with the PlayStation Portal and then the PSVR 2.
PlayStation Portal, like, I think 200 is reasonable.
No, it's not, man.
What's the PlayStation Portal?
That was a little handheld.
Oh, that stupid thing.
We talked about that, though, because it doesn't play anything. It's just a streaming device.
Yeah, it's just
I know.
It's not worth $200.
No.
For the functionality of it, I think I would pay for it. I mean, I wanted to get it and review it, but they couldn't really find it anywhere for a while. At this point, I don't need it anymore. I'm just like, whatever.
And all those fools that commented on our PSVR 2 fucking shit. Fuck you, bud. Let's see how well that's doing right now.
Yep.
Dicks.
I mean, that could have been something pointed to for the PlayStation 5. Like, oh, look, the PSVR 2 is so much better now.
That's true. Yeah.
Didn't even talk about that.
Nope, because they knew it was a failure.
You know what? I bet they're like, Concord failed. Release the PlayStation 5 Pro. We need to make money.
That's funny. They probably had to change their presentation last minute because they were going to be like, play Concord the way it's meant to be played. PlayStation 5 Pro. And they're like, oh shit, we got to pull it. Oh shit, what do we do?
Our fourth point.
Mark Cerny, 9 minutes. Here, let's go do this real quick. Yeah.
So are you guys going to get it, the Pro?
I don't know.
I feel like Brett is.
I really don't want to.
Because I'm on the fence about it. I don't think I'm going to get it. I shouldn't get it. There's no need to get it.
I don't want to pay an
I'll be
extra
honest.
$500.
I'm on the outside. I'm looking in. I can see through Sony. See the real you, you know.
Okay.
You know,
where are you going with it?
Yeah, no, it's just a song I was making.
So are you going to get it or what?
I don't know, man.
He's going to get it.
He's going to get it.
He's going to get it.
I don't want to get it, but I want 4K 60 frames per second so bad. That's all I want.
It's nice. It is nice. Look, I
don't think it's that different.
It's so different to me, though, man. You don't know what I feel when I play 30. It just hurts. It hurts inside.
Well, see, if you start off with 30, you can't tell because you didn't see the 60.
Well, it's too late. I've already seen the 60, dude. It's too late.
If Brett gets it, I come over and I play a couple games. I'll make a judgment then.
Yeah.
You'll be able to tell.
I don't think I will. I don't think I will. Like
I don't
looking
know. I
at the
think you can
comparison
tell.
thing, I'm just like, okay.
Because if I get 230 for it, you know, let's say it's 740 for the whole thing, you know, take that. I mean, I'm looking at like $500 to
So
get
you're buying
it,
a new PlayStation, basically.
basically.
Or a
All
new
right. Well,
PlayStation.
let me know when you get it. I want to come
No,
over and try it out.
No.
All right. Fuck you too.
I got a
we'll
wedding
see.
plan. I don't have time to spend $500 on another PlayStation.
Should put this on your wedding registry.
There you go. There you go.
We're putting other electronics on our wedding registry.
Dude, seriously,
Dildos.
PS5 Pro. Oh,
I won't
shit.
tell.
I won't tell.
Oh, you gotta tell somebody at some point.
It's gonna be on there.
Man. All right. PlayStation 5 Pro. Let us know what you think about this. Is it reasonably priced for you? Is it too expensive for you? Are you gonna buy one? Is this just like a joke that we don't need? Let us know in the comments below.